Gary, so much to dissect, particularly from that second half, but you must be immensely proud of the boys for how they came back to win that today.
Yeah, I think, first of all, we're playing a very good football team who have threats all over the pitch. They keep the ball extremely well. They ask a lot of questions of you. I thought first half, out of possession, we were okay. We restricted them to little in terms of opportunities at goal. We were a little bit open in terms of the wide players at times. We allowed too much space on our right-hand side. But I thought second half we stepped forward a yard and it got us momentum in the game. I thought we won the ball back higher. We still could have been better in position. Vinnie Harper was outstanding when he won the ball. His positivity probably led to the sending off, and ultimately the sending off made a big difference and changed the game.
Only the third time this season we've come from behind to get points. First time we've come from behind to win this season. To do that against a side as good as Peterborough is a fantastic result.
Yeah, it is, and that's down to the players' character and their desire. You know, there was boos at half-time. They have to deal with that. They stood up to that, and they came out, like I said, with a change in their mentality, really. That I questioned them in terms of their bravery and willing to make that extra yard, and I thought they did that second half. They stepped onto the game a little bit more, and because of that, we obviously got the sending off. And when we got the sending off, I thought we were positive, and we kind of took that initiative at that moment when it can be quite easy against 10 men to not do that. So all credit to the players, all credit to the finishers who came on the pitch and really added impetus and energy to the game when we needed it.
Particularly in that run before Christmas, we spoke a lot about how we would use some luck. Both goals at the moment have gone down as own goals, but let's not take away the impact of Reece Cole for both of those goals.
Yeah, I've been saying he's due a free kick. He keeps telling me he's good at free kicks, but he's not scored one for a while. But delighted to see him, hit it, and you take your chance. And I thought it was in before. I don't know who it hit or what happened, but it hit the back of the net. That's the most important thing. And I thought the second one was initiative from Sweens to take the quick free kick, and it was a fantastic delivery behind the back line. Very difficult to defend on a wet, skiddy night, and the defender puts it in. So all credit, like I said, with 10 men, we took the game to Peterborough at a time when it would have been easy to be patient and not as direct. But when we got in the final third, we asked questions of them by how we put it in the box, and we got rewards for that.
In terms of the starting lineup, it was a straight swap for Will Aimson. Will Aimson in for Piers Sweeney. Difficult first half for Will, but how important was it that he had some minutes, his first minutes of 2024?
Yeah, look, I think now we've got a squad that's very capable. We left 4 players out the squad that I spoke to them this morning. It's the hardest part of my job, to tell good people, to tell good players that they're not going to be involved after working hard all week to be involved. So that's something we have to, use as a positive, that all players can affect every game. And I felt like Will tonight coming in against their speedy wingers was something we had to do. Look, I think it's difficult in this stadium how he has to play in the atmosphere he has to play against is difficult, and I'd asked for a lot more support for him. Sweens was fully behind it, and you can see when he came on the pitch how he impacted the game. And we have to look at that every game. Saturday's another different game where different personnel will be involved, but we have to all buy into this to get us more wins and to make this season as successful as we can.
We all felt a little bit flat after Saturday. I think that defeat to Bristol Rovers, but actually after tonight, you look at it, it's 3 wins from 4, which is an excellent turnaround.
It is. Look, I think we played better on Saturday than we probably played in spells tonight. So that's where, I'm delighted with the win. I'm delighted with the players' character, but I know we can play better and we need to try and play better. So I keep saying it, when we lose games, everything isn't, terrible. When we win games, everything isn't perfect. And we have to stick to process. We have to keep supporting the players to be better, whether we win, lose or draw. And we will do that. We'll analyse the game, we'll review it. There were certain areas in possession I think we can be much better. Out of possession, I thought our shape was good, our energy was good, and like I said, we restricted a very, very good football team to very little, but there's always room for improvement, and definitely after tonight we'll review that, try and be better for Saturday, but ultimately try and get the same result.
Just to end then, would you say that's sort of the ugly win that we've been due this season?
Yeah, I think so. I think, when you're not at your best, you have to be resilient, you have to dig in, you have to show character, and too many times this season we haven't did that. So tonight, when we were, not at our best, we found a way to win a football match, and that is a fantastic attribute to have, especially for a young team who, haven't played much together, haven't played against 10 men many times, haven't been 2-1 up with a few minutes to go against 10 men, and understanding that process of how you play the game in that moment is really important, and we will try and help them review that, support them in being better the next time. But ultimately, the players have been absolutely fantastic recently. Since Boxing Day, our points total after the run we've been on shows a lot of character, and we have to keep building on that.